Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for rocking out again with us. We're back, bro, then bullies. But like I said, we're not going to be here too long. Something that we want to, let me mute this in the back. I hit myself coming through. What the hell I hear myself? I heard myself somewhere, but hold on. I don't know what the hell. Let me mute this up right here. But anyway, like I said, I wanted to talk about this. Bluehole already in talks with Sony about bringing PUBG to the PlayStation 4. Now listen. Now I know it was during Gamescom or after Gamescom. Aaron, those guys was singing the praises of Bluehole. You know what I mean? And maybe I may be overreaching. Maybe I might be looking a little too much in this. It seems like every time Microsoft gets something, whether a third-party deal, people go out of their way. Oh, it's coming to the PlayStation 4. It's coming to the PlayStation 4. Now, I don't know who leaked this interview because it has yet to been either confirmed or denied by Microsoft or Sony, because they are angling this as to be a console seller. You know what I mean? This game is supposed to be that huge. But again, let me share my screen with everyone. Let me go to the actual article. There are a few articles about it. Now, I know we were talking about this a few shows ago, post, and it came out. You was explaining to us how Microsoft is sharing their tech, as far as the water. You know what I mean? So that's in your eyes, so it's going to make it an Xbox exclusive. Yeah, and I told you then. Yeah, they should. I don't know about this Microsoft we got going on right now. This Microsoft here, this new regime, bro. Now, a few years ago when Donnie D was there, maybe. This Microsoft right here, I don't know. So you might have to hold the L on this one. But we're talking. What's going on? Let me go to the top.
This is a one step forward, two step back type of situation from what I see. I did make the claim to say, hey, if Microsoft are going to send all these resources out to these developers to help them transition a game over from PC to a console, then they should basically pretty much have the exclusive. I mean, you're pretty much helping them not only optimize their engine and optimize the game, but you helping them set up the controller configuration.
Yes, sir.
You've been talking with them in regards to bringing some of your tech. And again, and I'm pretty sure that if you're sending engineers out of there, you're probably using some of your technology anyway.
Yes, sir.
Pretty much setting this game up for it to succeed, not only on your platform, but other platforms.
Yes, sir.
And this is ludicrous. I will take an L on this because Microsoft is taking the L on this. I don't understand this. This makes no kind of sense at all. And I think this was Bluehole responding to this in the wake of Epic Games kind of copying their swag. I think Microsoft should be pissed off about this because, I mean, if they're marketing the game and they putting all these resources in the game, a Sony PlayStation or Nintendo shouldn't even be thought of right now in regards to the conversation when it comes to the game. So Microsoft need to get a hold of this. This is bad, man. This is bad. There's no way else to explain it. This is bad.
Well, I don't know what. Hey, Garrett, you there, good brother?
Yeah, I'm here, good brother. You know I am.
Yeah, we'll talk to you. What are your thoughts?
I already told you. I told y'all on a couple of podcasts that I believe this was going to PS4. So it is what it is. I mean, you gotta understand these they started from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? They gonna try to milk this game like you would not believe. This game has caught on the PC platform. So you already know they're going to try to get as much as they can. If you thought, I don't think Microsoft could even bought them out of that. Like they knew what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? I just think that. I mean, I don't know. I wonder if it's going to do. I wonder what it's going to do on console. Like I tell you guys, like I be telling y'all that visually, PUBG is not like it's not like a Battlefield or something like that. But the game is fun as hell, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's more of all about the gameplay. So I want to see what it's going to do. I think it'll do good because let's face it, Microsoft, Xbox guys, what else we got to do? know what I'm saying? We love shooters, so what else is there to do? You know?
You know what?
Microsoft taking this L.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
They decided that at some point in time, rather than being who they are and ensuring that the things that they do are good for Xbox gamers, they're doing things that are good for everybody.
Yes.
It's just the reality of the situation. Like they have become a very everyone friendly company, and that's because of the leadership. Like all their leaders, like Ballmer and all them dudes, they were all about Microsoft doing certain things in a certain order. All the people at the top now are all about unification and everything, as long as it comes back to Microsoft in some way, shape, or form financially. It could be wherever. That's their thing.
I don't see how this benefits them though. You know what? I don't like this Microsoft. You know what I'm saying? I like the Microsoft of old that was competitive. And it's not so much about the console war. It's not about that. It's about striving for things to make the system of choice that people choose to play on of value to them. And when you start taking that value away, and that value is accessible across other platforms, then you're not really giving me a really good reason of why I should either choose your platform or why I should stay back in the 360 day. Donnie D did some fucked up things, but one thing he was about, if it didn't benefit 360, it was a wrap. Like back then, with the independent games, like they had to launch exclusively on 360 first before they can go to any other platform. You know what I'm saying? The competitive edge, this whole unification thing where Phil don't believe in the console war. I understand that. It's cool. This is not about the console. This is about being competitive in the game industry and providing value to your fan base that only they can get. You know what I'm saying? To keep them at bay or to bring other people in. When you start losing that, shipping games off the PC and we're not getting games back, you're going out developing. This is another Tomb Raider. You did the same thing with Tomb Raider. You went out and helped all them guys and did all that optimization in, and then it came right on the PS4. You know what I'm saying? This
so Post, is it official that they doing that?
I mean, the guy who created it, he said he in talks with all of them, even that it would include Nintendo as well. But
I heard that Microsoft was helping them with the water or something like that to make the water look better or something. So they're gonna do that and then turn around and let everybody else get that too.
Yeah. Hey, Microsoft
bugging, man.
They in the giving situation. They in the giving. They don't look. And right now, they don't have the right to. They're not in a position to be like this, man. Because in the wake of not having any first party exclusives, really big first party AAA exclusives, and then Sony lined up not only at the beginning of the year but throughout the year next year, because they steady getting content, bro. Like you don't have the position to be doing this, man. You need to be retaining as much content, exclusive content as possible, man. This shit is fucked up.
Look, it says here that let me scroll up a little further. He has some numbers. You know, we all about the numbers. What this says here is it says 3 years ago, Brandon Green was on welfare in his hometown of Killer Island, getting an earful from his social workers about how he should stop wasting time developing free computer games. They were telling me to look for a job or I'd be cut off, says Green. I kind of ignored them. Good call. The ideas he crafted in those days led to what is now known as the hottest game in years. It's going on sale in March. Players Unknown Battleground PUBG has sold 13 million copies, shattering the PC gaming records and surpassing best sales like Grand Theft Auto 5 and Dota 2 in numbers of users. Giants from Sony Corp to Tencent Holdings Ltd are clamoring for rights to put the title on consoles and mobile devices. Let me scroll down a little further. I'm gonna give him much their worth. He teamed up with a South Korean game developer called Bluehole, and to create PUBG, which is like a digital version of the Hunger Games, where 100 players fight until only one remains. The little known company now is worth, Jesus, $5.2 trillion won, which equals about $4.6 billion.
Wow.
So I was thinking that they were some type of, well, they are still a small studio, you know what I mean? But $4.6 billion, they're working with some bread. They're working with some change here. Microsoft probably couldn't even, how you say, undercut them and give them about $3. Yeah. You know what I mean? They want their bread, you know what I mean? So again, being that they're worth this much right here, more likely than not, you're going to see this here on the PlayStation 4. You might see a cell phone version of the game. But what I don't understand, well, maybe with this regime, and once I don't have any faith, the fact that here you're seeing developers in there, you helping them with their tech, to put the same order that they're using there in Sea of Thieves, right? You're gonna have that same tech in this game. I don't know if they're paying. I don't know the logistics of the deal. Maybe they might be doing it for them for free. I don't know. You know what I mean? But now Sony's gonna have access to this, and again, this game is not exclusive to your platform. Now, I don't know if it's done intentionally or if this was leaked intentionally by Sony. The reason why I say this, just think back again when you guys just put up the Tomb Raider, right? That thing got announced that it was coming to a rival platform before the game even released on the Xbox One. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing all over again. You know what I mean? When you got some games such as what's the game that just came out from the creators of not 99 Nights? What do you call it? With the girl, the schizophrenic on PlayStation.
Hellblade.
Hellblade. Okay, yeah. I forgot the name. Team Ninja Studio, whatever the case. That's still up in the air if it's going to come to any other platforms. Microsoft things, I don't know what Microsoft got to do for these developers to be tight-lipped about it, whatever the case may be. They all threw their deals. Like I don't know. Like I don't. But like I said, even when they came out and said this, right, that it wasn't a exclusive or whatever the case, I knew right there and there that it was coming to rival platforms. You know what I mean? I already knew this, but I don't. Like I said, I don't know if it's Microsoft unwilling to do the deal or maybe they just don't want to be locked out. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? But I would rather them. Here's the thing. I'm gonna say this. I would rather them instead of having it. I mean, I understand this game is big. I would rather them take that money and have a true exclusive than a time exclusive. That's just
they tripping, man. I don't know what's going on with Microsoft, man. They got too much money for that shit. And even though I don't really complain about nothing they really do, because I really don't be giving a fuck like that. But them not securing that game like that, man, that don't make sense to me, man.
Yeah, the OMS capitalized on situations like this, man. If they was able to get a game exclusively to the 360, then they went for it. You know what I'm saying? In this case, this whole and it's crazy that Microsoft is thinking this kumbaya thing, and Sony and Nintendo is not playing on the same field as they on. They're not with this whole kumbaya mess. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why he's trying to cater to them and unify this game. Nah, bro, these people trying to make money. Y'all fighting for the same fans. Ain't nobody finna come together like kumbaya, you do this. You do. Nah, bro, they want all the fans. You know what I'm saying? They want as many as they can get, even if they can take yours. You got this whole idea that you could unify all three companies and things like that. Nah, bro, these boys trying to get money. And the object of the game is I'm trying to get more money than you. You know what I'm saying? And sustain. And I don't think Phil understand that. It's a difference between the console war and being competitive. Just because you're competitive towards other companies, that don't mean you're supporting the console war. No, you're supporting your fans by being competitive towards the other game companies like Sony and Nintendo and fighting to get as much content to satisfy your install base. I don't see that, man.
Well,
they're gonna have to start giving us something, man, to the point where I'm telling you, it's gonna get bad to the point where Microsoft people ain't gonna know what it is no more. Besides Halo and Gears, it's like that's all we got. Forza, then what? You know what I mean? They gotta start putting new shit on the table because I'm starting to look at it.
You're breaking up. You might break up.
Closer now.
Yeah, I just saw a Red Dead 2 ad on Facebook, and people was in the comment section. It was a PlayStation ad, and people was in the comment section talking like it want to come into the Xbox, like they had no idea. Oh, Sony just whooped the band. The Xbox they lost, and I was gonna type like, bruh, it's coming to the Xbox too, but you know, see, that's the lack of not knowing. You know what I'm saying?
They doing the same thing with the Xbox One X. Like they're not advertising on TV or nothing. You gotta go up to Taco Bell or something to find out about this shit, man. To the people who really don't game hard like that. Like they're not advertising, no commercials or nothing like that.
Man, I've seen a few commercials, but they all been Taco Bell commercials. I have yet to see like a standalone Xbox ad on TV from Microsoft themselves. Yeah. And we're about to be in October. You know what I'm saying? We're pretty much a month away from this thing being released. And that's the issue. That's the problem, man. I understand Z plight, you know what I'm saying, in regards to where Microsoft is at now. You know what I'm saying? It's still some things they're doing good, but they can be doing so much better. They're not capitalized on things like they was in the past.
It's starting to get confusing now, though. Like for diehard Microsoft fans, it's getting confusing now. It's like, yo, what the fuck are y'all doing? Not only y'all letting these PC dudes get online for free and get all the exclusives, all the bells and whistles, you know what I mean? Yep. And plus, they can do whatever they want. Like,
and the game's cheaper on PC too. They don't get taxed while we get taxed.
Wait, hold up.
Let me tell you something.
Well, let me shout out to my man. Bay, shout out for the $10 in the super chat. Let me know what you're trying to debate. I'll line that damn thing up for you. You know what I mean? Let me know what you're trying to debate. Shout out to everybody. Like I said, everybody in the chat, hit the like button. I didn't even see it. I'm just gonna make the screen now. But let me know what you're trying to debate, and I'll line that damn thing up for you, bro. What you about to say, King's Butt?
Hey, my man up in the group Next Gen Gamers. My man said that he copped a Cuphead for $8 today, using something that they got on Steam. Like, come on, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, like, yo, come on, man. Like that right there should tell people like Microsoft, they losing direction out here, man. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they up to. Like, this game is big on PC. You should have put that. You should have sent that bag over there to Bluehole or whatever that studio's name is. Yeah. Should have sent that bag over there and locked it down. But I'm not sure if they could have locked it down. Like you said, my man came from the bottom. He ain't worried about none of these. He know where he got with this product. He know he gonna keep making his money. And it's only an early beta. You done did 13 million in early beta, bro. Yo, this is early access.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna say this right now. Again, I know. Do I be a little over the top? Yeah, but I like I said, the messaging that I'm trying to say or get across, and they look at me like I'm crazy. And I give you this analogy again, that I had more faith in the older regime with the older Xbox, and they got stomped out by the PlayStation 2. Stomped out. With this regime here, and when you got Phil saying that it's not healthy for gaming for Sony to get things with these third-party deals, and then again, my questioning is, why are you worried about Sony and their fans and the gaming? Oh, you understand what I'm saying? Your primary objective and your only concern, it should be to the Xbox community. You know what I mean? Going out there and get all the deals you can. And look, and again, I know some of you guys may not be big on fighters, but Sony just locked down another exclusive Street Fighter, whatever the hell it's called, Street Fighter X, whatever the hell. You know what I mean? Another one. He's saying another one and another one. You know what I mean? Man, Jesus Christ. I don't know. You know what I mean? But like I said again, I don't know the logistics of the deal. Maybe they had to pay for their tech. I don't know. Knowing Microsoft right now, they probably gave him that damn thing for free in good gesture. You know what I mean?
Well, look at what you just said, Next Gen. You said Sony locked down Street Fighter V, a big title. That is a huge title in the gaming industry, man. And it will never ever come to the Xbox, and they made sure of that. This PUBG, I'm not putting it on the same level of Street Fighter, because Street Fighter has it has seniority, but in regards to being huge right now, That's something Microsoft should have did and said, never going to these other platforms outside of the PC. And I haven't seen an only on Xbox title in a while, man. Besides the ones we know, like Gears, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about outside of those. I know Cuphead. Is not going to PS4, but it's still on PC. I'm talking about only on Xbox.
They're working on exclusives.
But you're not gonna see that. Like outside of maybe Halo 6.
Hey, your mic is horrible, bro. You got a better mic. What you want to Nextel, bro? Yeah.
No.
Hold on, let me get it right.
The only thing with the exclusives that Phil just announced, saying he just signed some exclusives in some studios, we don't know what those games are. We don't know how they may turn out. Just because you working on exclusives or you sign some studios doesn't mean the outcome is automatically going to be AAA dope exclusive scoring 90 in the book. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Everybody thought that when they first saw what's the game with the little girl in it with the robots? Record. When they first saw the trailer, Record, I was like, that shit look nice. And then it dropped, and motherfucker was like,
that ain't the answer.
That ain't the answer. So just because they got all these exclusives and stuff signed, the outcome don't necessarily say it's going to be what our expectations are.
I put it like this in, like far as exclusive wise, I don't like it. I say, and I'm not knocking those that do, but a lot of the games that release on the PlayStation, I don't really care for. You know what I mean? Like the Gravity Rushes, not my thing. Cool if you like them, not a problem, right? But what I want from Microsoft is how they put the money and the budget behind a Gears of War, a Halo, or even a Forza. I want them to take those same resources, you know what I mean? That same, I say, marketing machine, and put it behind another AAA title. You know what I mean? And Record's not that title. Lucky Tales is not that title. Phantom Dust, the original assets, that's not that title. You know what I mean? That's what I would like to see from Microsoft. And again, like I brought this up yesterday or one of the other shows that we did. When you think about the Microsoft, right, the platform, the original Xbox, you had Halo, right? That's going to be phenomenal. If ever is known, like I said, we're putting shooters on the map. Like I said, with console, you had Halo, the first Xbox. You had Gears of War on the 360, right? We can all agree with that. That was Microsoft's flagship title for the 360. Then for the Xbox One, we're already 4 years in, right? 4 years in. And what do we have to say? You know what? This is the Xbox One pride and joy. We don't have that title yet. You know what I mean? And we're already 4 years in. You know what I mean? So that in itself is a problem. But like I said, I brought this up 2 years ago. Everybody looked like that was crazy. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Like, I mean, even though, I'll give you an example, even though, I'm not even saying Sunset Overdrive could have been that game, but I like the game was cool, it was different. But I would like them, for whatever reason, they fell out with Crytek and who owned the IP or whatever the case may be. But I would like to see a game like Rise gotten a sequel. Now, it was a little repetitive. The story was ill, but it was a launch game, and it was originally a Kinect game, you know what I mean? So I would like to see a game like Rise evolve with the budget and maybe, like I said, change the weapon or magic. Like that thing that, to me, in my eyes, I think that would have been, a great addition to, like I said, the Xbox platform. You know what I mean? And you look at what is it, Crackdown, right? This was going to be Microsoft big IP hitting into this holiday season, right? This is, people hyping Forza 7 now, but Crackdown 3 was their flagship title for this holiday season. And it wasn't even being made by Microsoft. They had to go to a second party to make it. You know what I mean? And that's like, look, that in itself, if you don't see why there's a problem, you know what I mean, going on over there right now, then, I don't know what to tell you. Their flagship IP for this holiday season is not even being made wasn't even made by Microsoft. Well, I understand they also might argue now, I understand they own the IP. I get that. But it's not being made by in their flag, in their studios. And that in itself is a problem, man. You know what I mean? But I don't know. But anything else you guys want to weigh in before we get the hell up out of here? What hell is Matt? Where you at, Matt? You did?
Yeah, I'm here. Microsoft, my advice to you is show the hell up. That's pretty much it. Because at this point in time, we are all questioning your motives and your drive. And the fact that we, the hardcore, are questioning this should put your ass on notice. So fix yourself so we don't have to fix you.
Right.
It's just like that.
Facts.
My thing is that, like, you get the sense that Microsoft is somehow trying to combine Xbox and PC, although it won't work.
They are,
but they're truly trying to, and it's like you are wasting your time. You like two things Phil is wasting his time on: trying to combine Xbox and PC, and trying to do something in Japan. It's just not working, my man. You sold 8 units last month in Japan, probably. Stop it, my man. You know what I'm saying? This whole mixing the PC and X, it does not work. We don't want to play with keyboard and mouse. You are going to force people to either go to PlayStation or force people to go to PC. I guarantee you. And quite frankly, I got that big boy on the way. So if I got to jump ship, I'm going straight to PC. You already know what it is.
I'm telling y'all, it's not going to happen because Microsoft's entire thing, like I said, Bomber and them dudes, they was all about Microsoft, and they had individual services that did individual things. The reason the iPod beat the Zune was because nothing within Microsoft was connected. So I would have to buy something on Zune, then buy something on my PC. Apple was like, it's all together. So Microsoft is now starting to make that their holistic business model from top down. Xbox is one of those things in the pillar. So if you look at all these slides from all these conference calls, Xbox and all the other services, Windows, Office, Live, Azure, it's all in one circle because they're making it all one service so that everything across each individual Microsoft platform is all under the same umbrella, because they want to do what Apple does, which is lock you into their ecosystem. If you can do it on your PC and your Xbox, and you can do it on your TV or your phone or your tablet all at the same time, then you're locked in, just like Apple. So they're trying to go that route, and that's always been Satya's motto. Like, he preached that before he even became CEO. That's literally how he got the job, was saying, I want us to take this route. And the partners and all the people who voted said, yes, we want you to go forward with this. So no matter what Phil tries to do, they are 1000% going to make Xbox and PC and all their other services into one thing. It's all going to fall under Windows 10. And eventually they'll change Windows 10's title to just Windows, and it'll go forward from there. But they are going to, from this point forward, everything will be under the Windows platform so that everybody can do whatever they want on whatever they want, but they always pay Microsoft. Yeah, that's just a model.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Back in the past, they had some issue with the source code, with the operating system. They had issues with Internet Explorer. They had the issues with Windows Media, forcing people to use that and things like that. So, and they had to go to court from all 3 of those situations, and each time they lost. But in the past, they were everything Microsoft, where they forced you to use their products, especially in regards to the operating system. But that was back in the Bill and Bomber days. But I like this Microsoft in a respect that they're more open to working with different companies and things now, and they're broadening their technology in a respect that the software now is more open. Back in the days, it was more locked down. Now that's a good thing. I'm not shunning that. We've been wanting that. The thing is that it's pissing me off is that the gaming aspect is different from your Windows and your Microsoft Offices and things like that. It's a whole different industry. In this industry, you're in a competitive industry. You know what I'm saying? You have 2 other big organizations, Sony, who are going to do everything they can, since PlayStation is the sole income now in regards to their company, that and the chips they make for cameras, the CMOS chips that they make for cameras. Those pretty much are the 2 main incomes that they're banking on. So I understand why they're making the moves that they're making. They have to stay afloat. Nintendo gonna be Nintendo. Microsoft needs to find their identity in gaming, even in regards to the exclusives, man. I think this image of it being Gears, Forza, and Halo is getting old and is getting stale. And at some point, you're gonna have to move on and start establishing new IPs. And I agree with Z that outside of Halo, Gears, and Forza, there's not too many other games that get the same attention to detail, attention to marketing, and attention to a budget. You know what I'm saying? If the exclusives that came out of the past, such as a Rise or Recore or Sunset Overdrive, had the same marketing budget and attention that your core games have, then maybe they would have done a lot better.
Well, and again, I say, don't shoot the children. I shout. I know. When it comes to that, maybe this make a little bit more sense. Is that I feel though maybe Microsoft has kind of lost their way, and what I mean by that, as far as what their core audience wants. You know what I mean? And I may have given it to you in a very comedic tone, but I'm just being honest with you. You know what I mean? Your Xbox guys are not there looking for Lucky Tails. Your Xbox guys are not there looking for Disney. I mean, it's being, you know what I mean? But listen, it's being the truth. We're gonna get the biggest knife in the drawer, and we're gonna cut the bullshit out. You know what I mean? What, like my man can make Z, no, that's what you're wrong, Z. They get the variety. But listen, no one's going out there buying a $500 console to play Disneyland. All I'm saying is, it's cool. You want to do those games, but that same money that you use to enhance that right there, the studio that was doing the official next gen version of Quantum Break only needed like $8 million. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know how much it cost to doll those games up, but that was the start there. You understand what I'm saying? No one asked for voodoo events. So the money that they found to put aside to do those, they could have gave was a true next generation, like I said, Phantom Dust. You know what I mean? So I just feel as though, I feel like, I'll give you an example, right? When you had to me, when the 360 or the Xbox was at its best, you had different people in charge. I remember, you guys may not remember, you had the guy Jay Allard, the real cool guy with the white guy with kind of like the bald head. He was like the Steve Jobs of Microsoft back then. He was, I think they moved him ahead of to the Zoom department or something. I don't know what the fuck happened to Jay Allard. Then you had people like Peter Moore, you know what I mean? And then, like I said, even some of the old machine, like you had Bill, you had Steve, those guys really, really believed in the product. And then I bring you guys back to, I bring you back to, what was it, March of 2013 at the unveil. And here's the thing, and let's be clear of this. It's not that people had a problem with, especially me, from what they showed. I love the console with all those features, you know what I mean? That wasn't a problem. It's that the die-hard gamer, the hardcore guys, took off work to see your next generation console, and you spent 45 minutes of that show showing the features, the TV aspect of it. That's what Microsoft do. They panic and say, "Oh, the consumer now doesn't want TV." No, that wasn't the case. No, that stuff was slick. That wasn't the issue. It's the fact that when, I'll give you an example. When Sony had their little unveiling, it came out, showed a few little games. We didn't see the console, but we got a glimpse into what the next generation was going to look like. We spent 8 or 9 years in the 7th generation, way too long. So people were starving to see some next generation games and graphics. And that was a big issue that the Wii U had when it came out. I understand, on paper, you have what you call real world performance, and you had specs on paper. It didn't look no better, more or less, than what we already had. You know what I mean? And in a lot of more cases than not, the game ran worse because it was a port over. Okay. Now, again, so they panicked. Customer doesn't want that, and they scrapped all that. And it wasn't the issue. You know what I mean? And so, like, ever since then, Microsoft has been trying to find themselves. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's why I go back the whole thing. And my man, the graphics guy, he stole my quote. I need to start writing some of my stuff down, put it on t-shirts. Be the behemoth that you are. You know what I mean? That's what. And again, I know Donnie Deacon, but again, I miss the days of that. You made a mistake, fine. No one is perfect, But this Microsoft they have here is out there. They're afraid of their own shadow. You know what I mean? Like that's not, what's up, man. You don't become a $1 trillion company overnight by being friendly. You know what I mean? Just go out there and crush the competition and keep it moving. Don't worry about this is not good for the culture. Like, come on, we out there bugging. What we out here doing, bro? What we out here doing, man? Just saying what's up, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, it is what it is, man. Also, like before we get the hell up out of here, I want to send a huge shout out again. We got a new member of the Patreon. I appreciate it, my man. Let me go to my screen here. Oh, let me share my screen. My man Noah J. Osborne. He just signed up, like I said, for the Patreon. I appreciate it, man. You know what I mean? For helping us, expand the platform and the brand. Actually, like I said, too, we're supposed to do an exclusive podcast today for the Patreon members. We have yet to upload the other one we did last. We did the show last week, right?
Yeah.
We have yet to make that public, but you know what I mean. It is what it is. When we got so much content, we actually got the lost tapes over here. We got so much content, you know what I mean,
brother.
You know what I mean? Release that, man.
Y'all want to check out that last podcast, that exclusive podcast? Make sure y'all go to the Patreon and y'all sign up, man. If it's $1, $2, we don't care. As long as you know what I'm saying, support in whatever way you can. It could be 52 chews and a bottle of juice. You can contribute whatever, however you can. Is all love with us.
Yeah, for sure, man. You know what I mean?
It's a whole network with us.
Yeah, damn, hold up, man. I need to trip and get me a goddamn mic. This mouse is shot. This shit here, man. What the hell going on with this mouse? What the hell masculine? What the tech
juice all on the mouse.
Hey, man,
Williams sauce.
Yeah, that's masculine, man, with his big ass lips, man. It's really tech guy. I must disagree, man. You don't understand it.
Stop drooling on your mouse. Stop hitting it with them big ass ham hock hands.
That's what I'm
talking about. Got that rising sauce on there.
But yeah, hold up. We got September 29th. We got my man Noah, my man Neethles. Shout out to Neethles, fanboy Neethles. We got RTK, the chosen one. That's my man too. My man, so he fell on hard times. He went from 10. He had to drop that thing down to $1 piece. What he said? He's still in there like swimming, man. He had to tighten some shit up. But shout out to my man RTA, the chosen one. J Wags, funny as hell, my man. We got Virgil's +2. Like I said, we appreciate it. We out here working, and we about to be about here. What we doing? What we streaming at? Cuphead or 2K? What we doing tonight?
We streaming at the Rising.
Yeah, on that Rising shit, man. On, man. And listen, guys, we're gonna live stream a little something, man. I'm crack. Listen, I'm put my TV in game mode, man. I'm knocking out all bombs.
Fortnite.
Yeah, well, we can do that too. All right, we can do that too. We can do a little Fortnite, a little 2K, a little whatever, man. We can definitely make it happen, man. But we out of here, man. Hey, no, you didn't know him?
Hold on. If you guys are looking for a gaming group, you know what I mean? You like to troll, pop shit, and talk about your favorite console. You like that Xbot versus Pony kind of convo. Come search our group on Facebook, all right?
I'm gonna leave the link right here.
Bang Bang Next Gen Gamers.
I'm gonna leave the link right here, man. Ain't nothing like it. I'm gonna leave the link right here to the Facebook group. Ain't nothing like this face. When I say sun up to sundown, no matter what part of the country coming in from, Bang Bang Next Gen Gamers, they cut up from sun up to sundown. Listen, we got about 3 rules though. We don't do no racism. It's talking about like kids and family, like that and that weird stuff. You know what I mean? Everything else is about the hips, man. About the waist. I said, damn, about the hips. I'm wild. Oh, no, wait, hold up. Y'all want to see something funny? I'm going to give you guys a preview right quick. But this shit is Jabari in the match. Y'all know who Jabari is, the council. Anybody can anybody can get him. I'm going to share my screen again. Anybody can get it in Bang Bang. And this is the type of stuff you get from sun up to sundown, man. Hold up, man.
Oh, God, bro. You ain't shit.
Hold on. I'm going to make this small. Check out the screen, y'all. Let me check out the screen.
This nigga see again.
Hey, man, anybody can get it, man. Hold up, man. Make sure I ain't hurt nobody wives in the comment section, right? We close with these boxes right here. Look at this right here, though. There's some funny shit right here, though. Anybody can get it. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me scroll up. All right, wait, hold up. There you go. There you go. Look at Jabari. It's the council right there. I'm probably gonna get no love and Bang Bang. Hold on, let me make this a little bigger so y'all can see exactly who I'm talking about. Make this a little bigger. You know what I mean?
Oh man, bro.
Let me make this a little bigger, man. There we go. Yeah, man. We got Jaleesa. What's my man? What's Kevin Hillary name on YouTube? What's his name? Ultimate. What's his name on YouTube? You got Mr. Official. And yo, you got Ken Masters. I don't even know if you got a channel. Who this dude right here? I don't even know who the hell that is. That's the backup dancer. There you go. That's Jabari. Straight handler. This shit here. Look at Jaleesa.
Jabari right there.
Hey yo, this is the type of stuff you get in Bang Bang Next Gen Gamers, man. Set up to send up. Bring your A-Troll game. Anybody can get it. You know what I mean? It's all love.
You gotta have thick skin. You gotta have thick skin. Nintendo, Sony fans, Xbox fans, it doesn't matter. You'll get some crazy debates in there that go back and forth. So man, join it. Bang Bang Next Gen.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave the link, right? I'm gonna leave the link again, man. Shit here, wow. Some wild shit here, man. We out here though. Hey, what Matt? Hey, Matt, you also hook up my Bluetooth mouse again. This shit right, I'm moving in slow mo. Like I got carpal tunnel with this head mouse, man. I can't get jiggy with this shit.
That's because your fingers don't work, yo, broke.
Hey, Nick, you just got freed.
Yo, ham hock hand ass.
You was a slave 6 months ago. You just got freed.
Yo.
Cow, man. Candy ass. Let me go over here, man. All right, we out here. I can't even close the goddamn show. I can't even close the show. This mouse here horrible, bro. It's all things. So you got lights on it and shit. Shit ain't working. Can't get jiggy with this shit.
Can't get jiggy with this.
Yeah,